The presentation title is Educating Women for a Brighter Future. Please start.
Have you ever imagined a world without education? A world without schools, teachers, and textbooks? This is the reality faced by over 122 million girls around the world today. These are the girls who are forced to work, tolerate violence, and alleviate economic burdens by marrying at a young age. These are the children who were destined to abandon their dreams just because they are girls. Third grade in elementary school was when I first encountered this harsh reality faced by millions of girls today. Because I grew up in Japan, where compulsory education is required by law, and in Singapore, which is one of the best education systems in the world, I naturally thought of education as something that was always there and always accessible. However, this ignorance was overturned when I first met Malala Yousafzai, a female education activist who even risked her life to protect the educational rights for all. It was her courage and passion towards education that inspired me strongly and made me want to create a world where young girls can learn and choose their own future. So what is the current situation and what kind of steps have we taken so far? Back in 2015, world leaders of over 150 countries gathered and agreed on the Sustainable Development Goals. Its fourth goal is to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Despite this groundbreaking shift, only 5 years remain until the 2030 target. Unless we act now, we are still far from achieving a society with equal opportunities for all. Then what kind of barriers prevent girls in different countries from going to school? For example, child marriage in India forces girls to take on gender roles of the household, which severely limits their chance of getting an education. In Pakistan, old customs and traditional beliefs that favor men over women are deeply rooted in society. Additionally, only 54% of schools in South Sudan have separate toilets for boys and girls, and this lack of proper sanitation facilities makes it even harder for them to go to school. These educational disadvantages create a vicious cycle that is passed down to future generations. When girls cannot receive education, they cannot make informed decisions about their futures. This increases the likelihood of child marriage and domestic violence, resulting in higher dropout rates from schools. A lack of education in one generation can negatively impact the next, as it creates a vicious cycle where girls cannot find a way out. Therefore, it is necessary to provide educational opportunities for girls, because girls with access to quality education will help to improve education, health, and the overall growth of communities. According to the Campaign for Female Education, women with a secondary school education will earn twice as much as women without an education. Additionally, women who are employed reinvest 90% of their earnings back to their families. This would get families out of poverty and increase the investment in education for future generations. And with the power of education, girls can rise to their full potential and become leaders of our future world. By 2045, I want to create a society where each and every girl has the chance of receiving an education. I want to create a society where the importance of women's education is recognized, and where individuals, communities, and the world support the empowerment of women. In the following 20 years, what can I do as a high school student to get one step closer to achieving this goal? The first step I want to take is to gain a deeper understanding of the causes that vary across different countries and regions. Despite years of effort to tackle this issue, many girls are still being denied their educational rights. This reality shows how difficult it is to make change in the current situation, as the obstacles to education, such as child marriage and poverty, are deeply intertwined. What we need is more than temporary support, such as providing books and pens, but a permanent and sustainable educational support that meet the needs of each country. To bring real impact, I believe it is essential to inspire others through my actions. My journey involving girls' education wasn't sparked by a life-changing event. It all started with a small doubt towards the girls' surroundings. And I believe it is these small sparks of inspiration that can lead others to take action and eventually strengthen communities that support girls in their futures. Just as the courageous words of a 17-year-old girl in Pakistan had influenced my 8-year-old self, I hope that by giving a speech here today, I can inspire more people to take action. I believe the steps I take today will lead to creating a society where every girl is promised an education. The steps that we take today will open up the futures of countless girls around the world. Now is the time for us to take action for a society where education brings a brighter future. Thank you.